we finally got to Brock. And Brian, I want you to tell me what you think about this. It was an in-ring. Brock does his entrance, and he's going to do an in-ring promo, and he kind of started, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Brock Lesnar, but without the overwhelming emotion and smarminess of Paul. And he gave his credentials, and it was kind of a matter-of-fact thing. I think he claimed to be the WWE champion, but UFC champion, NCAA champion, and there was a concept here. Maybe they told him, go out there and be matter-of-fact. Just say, this is my business. It's business with me. And this Saturday, I'm going to get paid to go out there and kick Cody Rhodes' ass. And this Saturday, Cody Rhodes gets paid to get his ass kicked by Brock Lesnar because it's business. But he was so matter-of-fact and kind of more monotone than normal. He wasn't that laughing, over-the-top hillbilly Brock, that the people whatted the fuck out of him. And I don't know if necessarily if the whatting was working, even though he tried to. It was like he was giving them the opening. He'd say 3 or 4 words and stop so they could what, since they were doing it anyway, but I don't know if it was helping him out. It was an odd, but otherwise, he called Cody out, said, if you want to tell me otherwise, than I'm going to beat you, then come on out here and I'll respect that and shake your hand and see you Saturday. Or if you don't, I'm still going to see you Saturday. You got 5 seconds. And Cody's music was playing at 3. But what did you think of Brock's?
Other than the what chance, and to be honest, I don't know if there's anything that Brock would have come out there and done that they wouldn't have done it. Sometimes the crowd is just ready for that, and they're going to do it. I actually thought it was pretty effective. Him coming out there and saying, I'm Brock Lesnar. I'm this, I'm this, I'm this. You got to be kidding me. I think that's actually effective as opposed to yelling.
Well, I know I didn't mean he didn't have to yell. I like the idea that he's coming out and listing his credentials and saying that it's, all business or whatever. But I thought that he geared it back to the point where he didn't really have a lot of expressions, and he wasn't really, he just went with the stopping so they'd what? He just kind of went with it. He didn't have to be fucking foaming at the mouth. I would think he'd be more condescending, maybe, about just put some little emotion in there.
He was trying to lull, in his own way, Cody out for the handshake. And I have to be honest, that's the part I really had a problem with. The fact that Cody, after everything that's happened and getting beaten up in front of his mother, would even want to come out there and shake his hand.
Well, that's the thing. There we get to part 2, the second half. Because Cody came out and he walked around the ring and he's eyeballing him, like he would eyeball somebody that has broken his arm in attacks and jumped him from behind and done whatever. And he got in cautiously, stepped in carefully, didn't take his eyes off, he had the face-to-face, and then stuck his hand out for, like you said, to shake the guy's hand after he F5'd him in front of his mother. Okay. But they did the handshake. And then they did the close talking. And Cody whispered something in Brock's ear, and Brock gave him the shoulder and walked out of the ring. And that's when, as Brock has gotten out of the ring and he's walking away from the ring, Cody hits the far ropes, runs across, dives over, and fucking tackles the babyface, jumps the heel from behind, and turns around for it and gets his fucking ass kicked. Because that, as soon as the dive, boom, he got in him throwing some punches, and Brock just picked him up and drove him into the post and hit him with the stairs and hit him with the stairs again and went back and hit him with the stairs again. And then went to walk off a time or two, and he'd come back and fucking do something else. And then he threw him in the ring and F5'd him. So I don't know how I feel about the babyface jumping the heel from behind when he's walking away and then getting the shit kicked out of him convincingly and left laying there. When everything Cody usually does is so... Brock has gotten a ton of heat on him. I don't know why that he had to leave him face first the week before the goddamn show instead of... Would this not have been the time traditionally that most bookers would have given the people a little hope that the babyface is going to slay the dragon?
I personally think you needed a fired up promo from at least Cody before the event. You needed something from Brock, so you'd want to see him get his ass kicked, and maybe you think it could possibly happen. I also have a problem the week of the event doing the arm again. How many times is this train killer going to destroy this guy's arm before the match? Like, if it happens one time a month out, it makes some sense. Okay, will he be ready? It happened then it happened again, now it happened now. 3 times.
And that's the thing, is that at this point, it's, the week from the big match, and we've said that we believe that Cody needs to more decisively win this thing than what he did before, because it's the rubber match. But at the same time, how believable have we gotten when Brock continues to just beat the shit out of him and try to break the arm and hit the arm with sledgehammers and jackhammers and whatever. I think a promo, like you said, a promo from Cody would have, if I wasn't already going to buy the thing or watch the thing, a promo from Cody as well as a promo from Brock would have done more than for me to see Brock just beat the piss out of him again.